here today to show you a recipe of how to make awara, which is just a Hausa word for tofu. Now I've skipped the first step for this recipe, which is washing your beans and making sure the husks or the chaff from the beans has been removed. You do that by soaking the beans overnight and then washing them with your hands. After that is done, you take it to the engine. How do I say that in English? Okay, so you get it ground into this fine paste. Now what will happen is when you get the paste to be very thick, so you'll have to dilute it with some more water. And then here you can see I'm using a spoon to mash the paste to make sure that it forms like a homogeneous mixture. And I'm using a metallic spoon to do that over here. So this is what it's supposed to look like. It's kind of like a thinner than a pancake batter but thicker than milk. Then you get all your utensils together. Here we are using a bucket, a big tub and some pots. The next thing you do is to prepare your filtration station. So now we'll tip over the tub of the mixed soya bean solution and pour it into the cloth, and we'll start shaking the cloth from side to side just like you would do for your akamu or your cocoa. And then what you'll get is a smooth milk. That's the soya milk you'll collect, while the chaff that's inside the container you can discard. So I transferred the milk into a pot. I actually realized that this pot was too small, so I divided them into two small pots, and I removed the foam up top because I just wasn't sure if it will make it bubble over. That's actually optional, but I did it anyway. So you'll notice that it will start to simmer and then it will start to boil. What we want is to get it to a rolling boil so that it looks like visibly boiling. So what we have now is soya milk. This is what you call soya milk. So you can set some aside, put some sugar, some honey, some vanilla, and cool it in the fridge. It's very refreshing. So the next step is to coagulate our milk. We're going to be using alum, which I got in the market. I got like half a plastic bag for 50 naira, so it's not expensive. You drop one piece of alum into the boiling milk and just watch it coagulate. You'll start to notice solids forming in the milk and it will be separating from the water. So that's when you know it's coagulating, and you just keep monitoring the alum. You might need to remove it when you notice it has finished the coagulation process, just so that it won't leave an aftertaste in your milk. So you keep watching it over the fire, keep it boiling, keep it going, and we're just about ready to take it off. So this is when it's completely coagulated. You turn it off the heat and you take the pot off the stove. Give it a few minutes to cool down before you touch it, because trust me, it is very hot. So now we'll strain out the liquid and we'll retain the solids. I divided mine into two batches. I'm going to make one batch savory and one batch will be plain. So to the savory batch, I'm adding 2 Maggi cubes, some garlic, some chili, and some salt, which I mixed thoroughly and made sure it was evenly distributed. Then I bundled up the cloth into a ball and placed something heavy on it. This will push out all the water from the tofu and to make it form a solid shape. So I just repeated something similar for the plain batch. I just strained the water, added nothing, bundled it up, placed a pot and a mortar on top of it. So this is what we get after about 2 hours. We get a flat slab of tofu that is crumbly when squashed, but also firm enough to form cubes. And I sliced them into small 1-inch cubes just to enable me to fry them easily. And that's pretty much it. Quite a big batch of tofu. So what I did was I kept half of them in the fridge inside some water and in an airtight container, while the other half I put into plastic bags and stored them in the freezer. They lasted for about a month, eating occasionally, and nothing happened to them. So to make our, you beat 2 eggs and you season them according to your taste. Then you dip your cubes of tofu into the egg mixture and then you fry them in hot oil for about 2 minutes or until they're golden brown. Thank you for watching. I hope I've been able to convince you that awara is actually not that scary. You can make it by yourself at home in maybe 1 or 2 hours preparation time, and then 2 hours waiting time. And in 4 hours, you've got your freshly made awara that is from a hygienic environment and nothing scary. For more recipes and fun posts, please check out my blog. The link is down below, and subscribe and like my videos. Thank you. Bye.